Megyn Kelly stood at the podium, her gaze steady and her tone sharp. She wasn't here to mince words or offer gentle advice. No, today was about laying it all out, bare and unfiltered. Okay, so he needs somebody to give him specifics on what they did wrong. He needs specifics, and only then will he apologize. "I got you, Prince Harry. I got your back," she began, her voice a mix of sarcasm and resolve. The audience leaned in, sensing they were in for a ride. Here are just a couple off the top of my head. Welcome to iStudio. Kelly's first point hit hard. "All right, your wife's a bully." She laid out the claims of Meghan Markle's former press communications person, Jason Knopf. He's on the record about the bullying she committed against people who were younger, less powerful within the palace, who she made cry all the time. One of those people was Princess Kate. Megyn told Oprah that Kate made her cry, but now we know from your own book, Harry, it was Megyn calling Kate baby brain after she gave birth to her third child. Rude, right? Prince William even called it out, saying it's impolite. Commenting on someone's hormones after childbirth when you barely know them? That's not going to win you friends. The crowd murmured in agreement, some nodding, others whispering to their neighbors. Kelly's energy was infectious. Number 2, she's a brat. Kelly didn't hold back, referencing Dan Wooten's reporting about Megyn's tiara tantrum. She wanted a specific one, couldn't get it because it had a controversial stone. And Harry, you said, what Megyn wants, Megyn gets. The Queen had to reprimand you. Stories like that, they make people dislike you. The room was silent, everyone hanging on her every word. It was as if Kelly had taken on the role of a public defender, albeit a very stern and disappointed one. Your wife abandoned her entire family. In favor of celebrities at her wedding, she cut ties with virtually everyone who helped her rise to fame. How is that not seen as disloyal and rude? And what was George Clooney doing at your wedding? You didn't know him. She didn't know him. Instead of having her actual relatives, she chose celebrities. What does that say about her priorities? Heads shook in disbelief. Kelly's words were striking chords, stirring emotions. Your fights with the press, you two look like a couple of whiny babies, and it's been going on for years. How many lawsuits have you filed? Every celebrity deals with negative press. Do you think George Clooney or Tom Cruise haven't had bad things written about them? They don't use every speech to whine about it. We're sick of it. Shut up about your negative press coverage. Does Beyoncé, whom you admire, dwell on every negative comment? No, she doesn't. She gets on with it. So should you. Kelly's frustration was palpable, and it mirrored what many in the audience felt. She was voicing the thoughts they hadn't been able to articulate. And then there's the leaking. You accuse the royal family of leaking, but you do the same. You use Omid Scobie and People magazine, but pretend you're innocent. We see through it. There was no stopping her now. You abandoned the royal family in their greatest time of need. While Prince Philip was dying, you were with Oprah, calling the family racists. You didn't even spare your grandmother, the Queen, any stress in her final years. Instead, you added to it. A collective sigh swept through the audience. Kelly was relentless, and it was clear she had a lot more to say. You constantly play the victim despite your privileges. This is why people can't stand you. On Oprah, you complained about titles and castle sizes while real people struggle. No one cares about your kids' titles or your tiny castle. And Megyn wanted us to see her as a Me Too victim because she felt objectified on Deal or No Deal. She was a model on the show. That's what modeling is. Kelly paused, letting the weight of her words settle in. You and she lie a lot. Megyn claimed someone from The Lion King compared her wedding to Nelson Mandela's release. Lie. She exaggerated about a nursery fire. She suggested the royals were racist, then backtracked, but still accepted an award for standing up to racism. Hypocrites. The audience was rapt, some nodding vigorously, others sitting back, arms crossed, taking it all in. You lecture us on kindness while bullying your staff. You lecture us on the environment while flying private jets. Do you see the problem? Kelly's final question lingered in the air. Is it over? Is Harry finally done with his incessant whining and demonization of his family? I don't think so. But I hope we don't have to keep talking about this guy. She stepped back from the podium, her message clear and unyielding. The audience, caught between stunned silence and scattered applause, knew they had witnessed something raw and powerful. Kelly had taken a stand, and in doing so, had given voice to the frustrations of many. Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to click the subscribe button and enable the bell icon, as well as share and like the video for more in-depth stories like this. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video.